Okay, I don't have a lot of time, people, so I've been working on a video, but I also been doing homeschool with my little boy. Mello, I've been doing homeschool with my little boy. But I just wanted to talk about the chat that happened the other night. Don't step in no closer, so they can't see you. Did you do your dream box? Well, why not? So you're gonna do it, right? You got 10 minutes. Okay, so where my phone at? I was kind of just scrolling around the other night, and I stumbled on that live stream that happened on that fella's page where it ended up being like a 4 hour long live stream. And I was in the comment section from the beginning, but I didn't realize until he asked the question. I gave a response to the question. He read my name out, and I was like, I'm not on my page. I'm not on my normal page. So I was actually on my other page um, that is named after me, but it's Black Ebony instead of Ebony Black. So what I was too far in uh, with the tapping to change pages and so on and so forth, and my other cell phone was dead. But this is just what I want to say. Now, for a good hour, it did get out of hand. It did get out of hand to the point where even my husband was like, "Babe, you probably this is terrible. Like, you should call in." And I was thinking, no, I don't necessarily want to do that because I was too tired. But I was listening, but I was defending in the comment section, I must say. And a lot of people think that this man supports Umar, and he's always said from the beginning. I watched a couple of his videos that he's not on nobody's side. He just want to know why people want him in jail and why this and why he have a lot of questions on why. Basically, his question is why you want Umar Johnson in jail. Why you don't like him? Why? Okay, so one thing that I was telling him is about the fraud. Now, I've already said this publicly that my grandma had donated thousands of dollars to this man, right? And uh, when she went to do her taxes, we had an issue with the IRS. Now, this is my grandma business. It doesn't matter to none of y'all, but I'm just going to speak on it because a lot of people, it seems that people are almost afraid to say, hey, I donated to him. It wasn't my money. I didn't donate it to him, but kind of. It wasn't all my money, but how we got a substantial amount of money at that point in time is because we had a death in our family. My great grandmother had passed away and she had left everybody money. And so over a couple of years, my grandmother donated several thousands of dollars to this man. And she did end up getting audited. She did by the IRS. And they took care of it. But it's a lot of people who are embarrassed. I myself, the cause, I've always said this, the cause is a great cause. I want to see it succeed. I just don't think that Jermaine, that you are the person who should be doing it. He don't have no type of people around him. He keeps saying he got friends. Now one time he said he got friends, especially on Lord Jamar. I got friends who are principals and who have open schools. And then the next week you see him on live saying, I'm by myself. Y'all got to ride for me. I'm by myself. Like, which one is it? Do you got friends or not? Now, ain't nobody willing to say that they are this man's friend. Not nobody from none of the colleges that he allegedly went to. Not a professor saying, hey, I taught him in such and such class. Nobody knows him. He has no friends. And he goes from saying, I got friends to, oh, if it weren't for y'all, if y'all didn't ride for me, then I would be nothing. Absolutely right. I don't know what's wrong with these Kool-Aid drinking people. I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid. If you have donated to this man and you are embarrassed, it's fine. I know I've wasted money on way less shit, you know what I'm saying? But I don't like the fact. How you doing, Remix? I've never done a live stream, so I'm struggling, okay? I've never done this before. But I don't have time to, shoot a video and edit it because I'm in between classes right now with my little boy, but I don't understand why people are so ashamed. You know, everybody has done something that they are ashamed of, but you should not be ashamed that you donated to a very good cause. It's a good cause. It's just the wrong person who is spearheading the cause. And I just hate it that there's so many people, like it's like the blind leading the blind, and I'm just like, Lord Jesus, you do your thing good. I just vent. Thank you so much. I just vent because I just feel like, I mean, just like the TV show Catfish, people do not want to admit that they have been catfished, right? But because we've seen this so much on TV, now more and more people got a catfish story. I know it's got to be more people out here who done been audited by the fucking IRS because of him. It has to be. Like it has to be. I'm not, look, sir, I can't even remember the man's name. I think I did end up subscribing to his channel, but I had to go. But a lot of people are dragging this man. Y'all, he said from the beginning that he ain't on nobody's side. So I like his perspective, to be quite honest. And he did let the chat get out of hand, and he did let the panel get out of hand. But he corrected that shit promptly, okay? And he said what he's saying is legitimate. Why do you want him in jail? Because he's committing affinity fraud along with a whole bunch of other things. And even he did a video talking about how he got in trouble with the IRS for not paying taxes for 1 year. So one thing I know about the feds, because I know they're going through this case or whatever. I've had people in my family who's done state penitentiary time and federal penitentiary time. Now, I don't have, I've never been to jail. I don't condone people who go to jail, but I have a lot of brothers, and all my brothers done been to jail with the exception of my youngest. Now, I had a brother who had a Fed case. Do y'all know that the feds was watching him for 6.5 years? 6.5 years before they came and swooped his ass up with the quickness. So, like he said, he do feel like that there's other eyes that's looking at what's going on, and I believe that too, because the amount of people who are making videos about this man's fraud is too many people saying the same thing for you to just be like, nah, it never happened. Mello, is the timer going off? Hold on. I don't trust my son. You better not let me. Yes, it is. Hey, why I don't see you on your laptop? Where the remote? We go to this every day. No, sir. TV boy, Dreambox. Give me the tablet. Bring it in here. I don't care about you crying. It's not time to play no game. It's time to do that work. Tablet. Up it. With your cell phone. Give me that too. Give me. I don't care if you lose. You about to make me lose. You better do your schoolwork. All right, y'all. And bring me your cell phone. I'm not playing with you. Okay. So, sorry, y'all. I had the mom. I don't know what is going on. He said I would make him lose. But the man doesn't seem to be a Umar supporter or a detractor. He just really want to know what's going on, and that's fair. So bring it here. I'll tell you how far you can walk in. Okay, that's far enough. Thank you. And you can have your cell phone back as soon as you get done with Dreambox. You understand? Stop playing with me. Don't play with me. Play with your friends. So he's right. Now, a lot of people making videos too, y'all. And then what's the guy named Conscious Energy? I was watching a video. I don't know how long ago he made this video, but he was telling Umar if he was to just do like a debate with him, that he would give him $5,000. And first of all, I already told y'all I will look. If he can't answer that man 3 questions, I donate $5,000 to him because I know he's not going to be able to answer these questions. Okay, like this will have to just be something that I'll be like, Dad, look, you're gonna have to, what I'm saying, we're gonna file this on my taxes so that they don't deal with you. But I don't want nobody to go down for something that they did not do. But this man clearly is in over his head, and he done committed so many state and federal laws that it's ridiculous. And it's like, just come clean to the people. All he would need to do is say, look, I fucked up. I spent your money on the country stripper. I fucked up. I bought an art gallery. I fucked up. I bought some abandoned buildings that I probably could have built for cheaper because I asked my dad, like, Daddy, how much would it cost? He was like, I wouldn't. He was like, why did he buy that building? Like, did he have anybody with him who was looking at the building with him? Because when you go to view buildings or you go to view properties, you always do a walkthrough. Like, I've always known that. My dad flips houses and shit like that. So when we go through the property, like, he'll get me to call and set up the appointment or whatever. And he's coming under the guise that he's my dad. Yeah, he's my dad. But if you think he's not walking around with that phone typing what needs to be done and letting me know, okay, this needs to be done, this needs to be done, this is what it's going to cost, this is what it's going to cost. So I don't believe for a second that nobody told him it was going to cost him millions of dollars, because that's what my daddy said. It's going to take millions. It was like at least $5 or $6 million to get this school to the point what he's talking about. Not to where it can be open, but Umar got delusions of grandeur, so he want everything at the school. And what made me laugh was the guy saying he can't wait to get a Harriet Tubman smoothie. Y'all, I love smoothies. I love green smoothies. I love kale. I love vegetables. I love fruit. I'm transitioning right now. My family ain't feeling it. I don't care. Okay, I cook mashed potatoes. It's not really mashed potatoes. But anyway, he said he wanted a Harriet Tubman smoothie. First of all, I want to know what's going to be in the Harriet Tubman smoothie, first of all. That's the first thing I want to know. The second thing is, how much is it going to cost? And then did he really say he was going to have the kids working there? Like, if this is going to be an elementary school, what, you need help?
After what I've done with Dreambox, now can I do PBS Kids?
Of course. After you're done with Dreambox Go. Okay, and then you also have to do Raz Kids, and you need to do 2 books.
I want to do 6.
You want to read 6 books, son? Read all 6. Good.
Wait.
That's fine.
Wait. Actually, I want to read 20.
Look, you don't got the patience to read 20 books, son, but you got the patience to read 6 because you like to read, but I don't think you got the patience to read 20 books. But if that's your goal, go ahead, baby.
And tell them that I like fruits and vegetables.
You like fruits and vegetables? That's a fruit and vegetable lie. Why are you trying me?
Except for peppers.
Except for peppers?
I don't like those peppers. Those peppers are gross.
Do you need any help with your schoolwork is the question.
Yeah.
Well, what do you need help with?
Well, I need help with this line thing with the... Come here, I'll show you.
Bring your computer over in here. Bring it back here. And don't drop it, because I'm not buying nothing. I want to know what's going to be in a Harriet Tubman smoothie. School coming in 2050. Okay. Listen, y'all. I don't know if y'all watched the video, but I was telling y'all in the video, at the time that my grandma donated in 2009, I had a brother who was younger than me. He now has a 5-year-old. And I'll be asking my grandma, like, Nanny, you gonna send him to the school? You got your 20 bands. So that school is never opening. And if it does open, Umar is not gonna be the person to open it. And that's fine. That's fine. Like, I don't understand why he don't see that he's struggling. But he don't need help. He just need donations. He just need money. Come over here. Because I ain't got no eyeballs on, baby. You see my clip? Here to go. Let me see. What is it? What we doing?
So we need to do this, but I'm confused.
Make the instructions come back up. Make the instructions. Hit that I. What does that mean?
It would just.
Y'all see, I'm struggling with homeschooling. I have no idea what I'm doing.
It's if you
the I click. No. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what this is. I'm not sure what you're supposed to be doing. So go to do something else. And then I'll text Miss Man. Yeah, do that. I'll text Miss Man and see if she's free.
Okay, so look.
Okay, and then what?
It says take on.
Okay, well you can go back in there. I'm low on data. Milo, how did you use 100 gigabytes? How did you use 100 gigabytes of data, boy?
What's data? I don't remember what that is.
Okay. Pick your laptop up and take it back in there. And it's not supposed to be back that far. And I told you I'm not buying another laptop, so pull the screen up. You're not getting another one. Not this year. Okay?
Maybe for Christmas?
I'm not buying you another laptop for Christmas. You just got that laptop.
No, I'm not like this, a different one.
Why do you need a different laptop, son? Do you know how entitled you sound right now? I have a laptop, let me get another one. I have a tablet, let me get another one. I have an iPhone, let me get another one. You better go somewhere if I send you to the school for real. I told you they're going to punch you in the chest if I send you to the school.
I could beat them up.
You're going to be... Okay. Well.
Okay, I got these.
All right. You got muscles. I don't know. You is about half his size. You're going to be a big boy. But, I'm sorry, y'all.
And give it the 1,000 Nikes.
1,000 Nikes?
Well, actually give her to 99 likes.
Oh, no. I don't even ask for that. I don't need that. When you speak the truth, baby, it don't matter who like it. Okay, you better understand that. I done told you, it don't matter what. When you speaking the truth, I don't care who don't like it. The truth is the truth. You can't change facts. And the facts are that since 2009, I've known about this man taking money. He's taking money from my grandmother. Now, she ain't missed a meal, or nothing like that. And we're quite privileged. So we, got a couple coins, just a few. And what if she really needed that tax write-off? What if she really needed that tax write-off? Like, I don't know, but I just don't understand why he don't want no help. Like, we trying to help you, bro. You up here telling us not to buy grits and shit and mad at us because we buying our kids Jordans. But, did somebody not buy you Jordans? I know you ain't buying your kids no Jordans because you don't see them. So why'd you worry about what we buying our kids? You ain't seeing your kids. What's the last time you bought your kids a pair of shoes? Bra, because I know he got daughters. Daughters be needing socks and drawers and bras and everything else. What about that type of stuff? The only thing you is doing is sending people to the child school and to the baby mama restaurant, her place of business, how she make money to take care of his kids. Why would you want to sabotage that? But he always talking about somebody sabotaging him. Listen, nobody's ever sabotaged you, sir. And I'm being real nice by calling you sir right now. Nobody's ever sabotaged you in nothing. You are the most self-sabotage person that I know. You don't burn so many bridges that it don't make no sense. And there's people who genuinely want to see this. I did succeed. And I've said that from the beginning. The cause is great. The person who is over it. And then you always talk about Marcus Garvey, like, bro, we don't care about who you allegedly can to. We don't care about who you allegedly can to. Everybody got somebody famous in their family. Just because they don't talk about it don't mean that you know what I'm saying, it ain't well known. But these people are saying, we don't know this nigga. This is what they're saying. The family is coming out just saying, we don't know this nigga. He is not a part of our family. Tell him to stop. Now, I don't know what's going on with a lot of people are saying that this lawsuit is fake. I don't care if it's real or if it's fake. And let me tell you why. Because it's the principle of the matter for me. This man has lied, has stolen, has tried to intimidate, tried to tamper with people whole livelihoods, putting out false narratives, accusing people of being child molesters when they out here with real jobs. Like, I maintain this. We are real people with real jobs. I'm just not working today. I'm not working today because we had bad weather. And so they sent the kids home. They're going to let them go back tomorrow. And then they're out of school for the rest of the month. So he not getting my grit money. Okay. Look, I got hella grits. He would never get my grit money. Okay. I was telling my sister that I went to the grocery store yesterday. I spent like $200. Now, I don't have no problem with people who get food stamps. You know what I'm saying? I wish somebody would sell me some, but anyway. You know, it was a girl and she just had nothing but instant grits. And my sister was like, I wonder if she followed Umar Johnson because my sister don't know who this man is. Yes, exactly. He's spending the money on lodging, on getting rentals, on flights, and y'all know he's so retarded. He done showed us all of the miles that he has accumulated from flying first class to all of these different places, but he's doing it on the donation money dime. And it's not like those things aren't tax deductible as far as his 501c status. Now, I don't know if he'll get back all the money for paying for those first class flights, but my father travels probably 9 months out of the year for work, whether it's in state or out of state. And when it's time to do taxes, you think first of all, I check them in to the hotels. I'm on the phone with the hotel. You send me the bill, give me the stuff so I can keep up with the accountant. So at the end of the year, we won't be scrambling trying to get all of these receipts together, because he is expected to have some sort of charges for traveling and lodging when he's out recruiting donations, I guess, recruiting cult members, right? So some of the stuff that he is doing is tax deductible. It could count. But he's so flimsy and so showboaty. Oh, I'm in first class and I got this many. So really what happened was he spent most of the money on the accommodations, on flying first class, on staying in suites, because you know he loved to stay in suites. He loved to can't go without living in the lap of luxury now, could he? So some of the expenses are legitimate expenses. Was not a legitimate expense is taking a bath in Japan, with, I don't know. And his titties be hanging out. And I just want to know, like, what size bra do you wear? Because you need a C. I don't know what you wear, but you need to speak up because you got some big titties. But I don't want to see this man. I don't want to see no hurt, harm, or danger come to this man. All I want to see is the receipts. All I want to see. What are you spending the money on? These are legitimate ass questions. Like, what do you mean your donors? You're transparent with your donors? No, you're not. Because if you was transparent with your donors, when we tried to get in contact with you 4 years ago, and you ducked and dodged us, you would have responded. Now, the man also said, that if you send Umar something, he has 3 weeks to respond. I don't really know anything about that, but I do know that on several occasions, our accountant tried to get in contact with him regarding this school and, what was going on with the paperwork and shit, because she got audited. And when your grandparent get audited, you don't know. I'm like, Grandma, what the fuck did you do? Like, you my grandma. I know you ain't out here scamming nobody. Like, did you say you made more money? And she was like, no, something to do. And this is the thing. My grandma will support any fucking thing. And that's one thing that I don't like about her. But she has a good heart. She's going to heaven. Like, if she hear your story, and she feel like it's anything that she could do to help you, whether it be monetarily, with property, anything like that, she'll do it. She'll do it. When my grandmother, my great grandmother, her mother passed away, She inherited acres and acres. She gave some acres to her husband's church. Her husband's church. Not even the church that she go to. She gave some acres to my them family church. She donated, she bought new Bibles for the entire church. Like, she's always doing something with helping people out. So she don't have no problem with that. And she really don't be expecting nothing in return. And that's one thing that I think a lot of people fail to realize. When you are giving out of the generousness of your heart and you're not expecting nothing, you don't care what he did with the money.
Mama, I'm down with $25.
What?
I'm down with $20.
You done with what?
$20.
First of all, don't try me. Come stand right here in the light. And then I want you to look me in my eyes and try to tell me the same thing that you just told me a minute ago. Come step right here. Because you know I can tell a liar from a mile away. You think I don't know my child? Now say it again. Look, eye contact.
I'm down with $20. Oh.
Okay. Did you read your books? So then you're not done.
I'm done with $3. I'm done. I can read my books.
Let me bring the computer here and let me see if you're done in Dreambox for real. Because you be trying me. Why do you think you can lie? Let me tell you what happened. See, the first thing you do is you look away. Okay, so then you get a little smirk and you got one dimple. You got one dimple. Look at you. You all shy, putting your hands and bring me the computer because I don't trust you. You don't trust you. This homeschooling shit is like so overrated. I feel like I deserve a tax deduction for this shit. But Umar, we don't want to see nothing bad happen to you. We just want to know what you did with the money. We want to help you, and you don't want no help. All you want is money. Okay, show me a summary of what you did today. Well, I see you got more coins. Okay, so do the next one. Ooh, my back itching because you're gonna have to do one for Friday. So what you can do if you go ahead, you'll finish up all the schoolwork for Friday too, because tomorrow is a
school day.
Step back. Step back. Step back. Step back. You tried it.
What?
People are crazy out here in this world. You want somebody to show up to your school and take you because they seen you on YouTube? You can't beat everybody up. Okay. Go do your books.
Yay!
Let me pay your phone bill too while I'm sitting here. Nope. Let's talk about the comment section, people. I'm just gonna go on and vent. I'm gonna get off. Bruh, y'all be dragging me in my comment section. Like, why? Why do you want to drag me so bad? Like, am I that bad of a person? Listen, if you think that I'm lying on this man, I would not take the time and the energy out of my day. All I'm saying is, people been asking these questions and nobody can get an answer out this man. Nobody. So it seems the only way that somebody gonna be able to get an answer out of him is if they do sue his ass. And kudos to you, because I'm not spending my money on no legal counsel. You know. Now somebody did say something interesting. I was watching I don't know who channel it was, because I just be kind of scrolling, especially when I'm at work. And I don't really have much to do because, you know, the court systems are really behind, and I only deal with family. I'm only dealing with family court right now. So basically, if girl, they got me rolling doing this fashion show. My nieces are doing a fashion show for their homeschool, but somebody asked how come nobody has started a class action lawsuit against him. That's a good question. Now here's the thing: because this is considered a donation, can you truly sue him and ask for the money? I got your back. Thank you. Listen, I ain't scared of their asses. Listen, did y'all not hear what I said? I got several brothers who done penitentiary trial. Just look. I'm not scared. Okay. appreciate you, and you be defending the bitch down in the comments. I appreciate you. Okay, but it ain't nothing that they can do to me that's gonna scare me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not breaking the law. I'm not breaking the law. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just asking legitimate ass questions, and they do be like threatening me and stuff like that. Nobody care about them. Nobody scare their little dusty asses. Okay, I wish I would. Look, I have a license to carry. I don't bother nobody. The type of job that I have, I deal with the police every single day. I see their asses every single day. I don't want no smoke. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no smoke. They are Umar stands. I know, and they really fucked up that man panel the other night, and I was happy when he kicked their asses out, because I'm like, first of all, what type of men talk to women that way? I mean, they have like no type of respect. These must be people who hate their moms or something. They definitely have to have some sort of mommy issues. Hold on, because I gotta move MSI. Please back up your system using MSI burn recovery. Y'all know what that means. I already finished the backup. I guess I'm gonna back it up. I don't know. My husband got me this computer. I don't know what the hell this computer is. It's supposed to be for gaming, but I don't game. They game. I don't game, but it's a MSI or something like that. I don't know. It's pretty. The lights flash, but I know they stands in the way that they be on all these different people channels, because I don't comment on everybody video that I watch, but I do watch a lot of videos, and they be down in the comment section out just capping for this man. Like, is he gonna give y'all kids free tuition to his non-existent school? Like, why y'all ride for him so hard? Like, I want to know, why do they ride for him so hard? What has Umar Johnson done for them? Did he help your kids? Because it's even the people who have came out and said, I tried to get help from him. One girl was like, he just wanted his dick sucked. And then after that, he told her not to ask no more questions. So who are you really helping other than yourself? That's all I want to know. I have a black boy. I have a little black boy. Right now, I have nieces and nephews. My dad has 12 kids, y'all. Do y'all know? I don't even know how many nieces and nephews I have. I had 2 this year. I got 2 new ones. That's what I know. When I did the count last year, I think it was something like my dad got like 20 something grandkids. You either a boy or you a girl. So I have at least, no, we actually got more girls than boys, because all of my dad's sons had girls, and then they had boys, and all the girls had boys first. Now I'm still on child number 1, but I have a lot of young black boys in my family who could potentially learn some of this stuff. And like I said, my grandma was willing to send my brother, so I know she willing to drop 20 bands on her grandsons to go. She would do it, because she ain't got nothing else to do with her coins. The way Tiff talk, why anybody let their kids around her. Yes, let's talk about Tiffany. Okay, Wide Tooth Tiffany. So she is in every video, right? And they be dragging Polyn and Honor, and I just feel so bad for him. And I am happy that him and his wife have the type of relationship where she would never even question the type of allegations that are being thrown at him publicly. I'm so happy they have a strong relationship. This lady Tiffany, like, Tiffany, do you got any kids, ma'am? I don't never see her. If she do got kids, I don't never see her with her kids. Let me just state that for the fact. The second thing that I want to say is, are you trying to put in your wifey resume? Like, why would anybody want to be around anybody who says such vile and disgusting things? Oh, let me ask you this, Remix. I was thinking about this, and even my husband asked me this. I kind of find this strange. And my day job, is I do the DNA collections for family court, and we deal with the child support agreements, right? Is his dad really his dad? Because Umar's maiden name is not Johnson. His name is Jermaine Shoemake. Now I don't know if it'll make a difference. Let me see let me see your transcript. Not that it will make a difference, but I find that awful strange that all the rest of his siblings' last name is Johnson, but his real last name is Shoemake. So what I'm thinking, and this is just what I'm thinking. Y'all know how you could just be up at night. Yes, babe.
I'm done with my tooth.
Oh, you telling the two? First of all, no, it was supposed to be 6. All right, whatever. Here, you want your phone? Come get your phone. I'm wondering if Jamal Johnson is his biological father. I don't think so, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because his maiden name is Jermaine Shoemake. His dad's last name has been Johnson his whole life. It wasn't until he got older. My finger. It wasn't until he got older and changed his name to Umar Abdullah Johnson. I'm starting to believe that man is not his biological father. And because of that he was sent off to that military school that he was sent to. That's why Umar dad is his dad. Okay, I'm just asking. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be slanderous, but I just been wondering about that because I was thinking, well, how come all the rest of the siblings didn't have to go to that military school? Why was it just him? Or was he just that? Was he bad? Was he bad? He probably was just a bad child. Well, you can tell that he didn't listen to nobody because his ass damn sure don't listen now. So I can see why. And like I was stating before, my brother had behavioral issues, and even to this day, listen, y'all, let me tell you about my brother. My brother's so crazy. And my grandma really wanted to get my brother help, and this is really why I'm so passionate about it, because the nigga needed help. Like, for real, my brother needed help. He would get upset, and if he couldn't get something to go his way, this ninja would go and lay in the middle of the road and be like, I'm gonna let a car hit me. I'm gonna die because y'all don't care about me because you don't want to buy me no go-kart or whatever. Like, my brother really had some serious behavioral issues. Like, he really did. And even like when we got older, like, I remember it was an incident where he jumped on my mama, tried to whoop her ass, and then my mama bailed him out. I couldn't understand. I was like, Ma, you put the nigga in jail. It was another time when him and my mother got into it. He hit my mama with a plastic chair, broke it. My mama had to get like stitches in her arm, in her hand, and like it cut down her chest. And me and him got into a fist fight in the front yard. And when the police came, they tased us both. They tased us. That's the only way they could get us to stop. Because I was telling the police officer, if I stop fighting him, he gonna whoop my ass. And I knew that because he used to whoop my ass. That's how I know how to fight. But he was crazy. Like, he low-key had the depth. Like, I remember he took the fucking cat, y'all. He took the cat, put it in the bird cage, put it up in a tree, and shot it with the BB gun until he killed it. So my brother really had some serious, deep, seated, rooted, I don't know what the hell happened, because he was loved. We were loved. So my brother really needed help. Like, he really needed help. And he finessed the fuck out of my grandma. That's really why I'm so upset about it. Like, it's people out here who really need help. Unless Umar took his mother name, because I got my mother last name and my sis got our dad last name. Okay, yeah, that's true, because some of my siblings don't have my father's last name. They have their mother's last name. Okay, that's true. You're right. You're such a logical thinker. Thank you. Because you probably are saving me from like getting drugs more, which I don't care. But I just think it's wrong. Let me read this other one. Let me see. Hey sis, how you doing? I just really hate that he is preying on people who have kids who really do have some issues. Like, I'm not even gonna, like, I don't even want to go further into further issues, but at one point in time, I remember my mom used to have to go to jail on the weekends for truancy because my brother wouldn't go to school. Like, we all would get on the bus and I would tell her, I seen him at breakfast. I said, oh, okay, listen. You don't want no smoke with me. I don't want no smoke with Umar, but Umar don't want no smoke with me. Because, like, either I'm the youngest girl, right? So I remember my brothers wrapped me up in cover. It was like dragging me around the house. So I was hitting the couch and all kind of stuff. And boy, when they got done, I remember I unplugged. This is how long ago this was. We had a PlayStation 64. No, not on the PlayStation, a Nintendo 64. You had to go and then you stick it down in there. And I took the cords out and I wrapped the cords around my brother's neck. My daddy had to go cut the cords out, y'all. And then I remember my sisters tried to have a damn New Year's party, and I don't know what happened. We got into a fight, and my brother beat me up, so I had to stab his ass. You know what I'm saying? But I had to defend myself. But my brother has always had, like, he always been crazy, and don't nobody, like, to this day, our siblings don't really fuck with him. Like, I love my brother, I love his kids, but when he come to the house, I hug him, I pat him down. Okay. I tell him, if you need something, come to the stock pal, get what you need. But before he leave, when I hug him, I pat him down. Last time he left, he tried to steal my pistol, my pink pistol. So, I love him. But hell, you be having to check these motherfuckers sometimes, okay? So, I'm not a violent type of person. Never mind, I won't talk about that. I don't try to fight nobody. I don't want no smoke with nobody. But the truth is the truth. And when you out here giving people hope, because my poor grandma, now think about, while my brother laying in the road and all she thinking is, I can't wait for that school to get open so I can send him to that school. Like, I wonder how many times, oh, damn, I'm going to have to ask my grandma. I wonder how many times he did some fuckery and she was like, oh, hopefully the school going to be built and we're going to get him some help. Like, she was really hanging on to get him some help. And now he like 35 and he's still fucked up. Like, he's still crazy. Man, look, 2 weeks ago, him and his baby mama got into it. Do you listen? This is how crazy my brother is. He took the shoes and the clothes off the kids that he bought for the kids and told her to take the babies home with their pampers on. So to this day, he still have mental issues. And I've told him, now our mom is dead. And so once again, grandma stuck with the crazy one. Last year he had a car. She co-signed for him a car. He wrecks the car, runs into a damn tree, hops out the car, realizes that he done broke his leg in like 4 places, I want to say. Come to find out, he had hella tickets on the car. I didn't even know that my grandma co-signed for him. Her license got suspended because they pulled her over driving my car, and I had to go pick her up because her license was suspended. He got thousands of dollars worth of tickets, hadn't paid his car payment in 6 months, ain't had insurance since he drove it off the lot. And it's just like, still to this day, he is the same fucked up kid. And I know my grandma be like, dang, if we just would have been able to get him into that program, maybe he would have turned out different. Like, Umar, have you thought about that? How many people you've truly let down? Like, now that I sit here and I talk about it, like, it's really sad. Just the false hope that you gave and are still to this day giving people. The false hope of it all. It's terrible. Mello, bring me a candy cane. So it's really a bad situation to have to be a part of. And so that is really why I'm so passionate about it, because my grandma truly thought that this man was going to help her and that she was going to be able to deal with my brother. And then after our mom died, he just really went crazy and she didn't know what to do. So basically it was all over again. When we kids, he laying in the road, 35-year-old grown ass man who can't even keep his anger control, because we're going to get him some helping. So she said, oh, we're going to get him some helping and it's coming, and he's going to be going to the school and he's not even going to be here. And when he come back, he's going to be a whole totally different child. And the shit never happened. So now he out here traumatizing the fuck out of his kids. Okay, which is not funny. And I be telling him that, like, he done called me from jail and I went to the jail and got his cell phone. But he was like, you're not going to bail me out? Fuck no, I'm not putting my name on no bail for you. You jumped bail the last time. But because he gave people such false hopes and false promises, oh, just wait a couple more months of next year. It's been next year for the past 10 years. I know he won't pay his ex-worker, and I feel so bad for him. I was telling somebody, should we start a GoFundMe for this man? And this is what I find interesting. Didn't he get that man to come from out of state? Because the other night on the panel, the lady who was talking after he had kicked the disrespectful people off was saying how people from Philly don't fuck with him. How, they don't claim him, how he don't do nothing with nobody from Philly. And I remember the man saying that he moved from out of state to come do the job. Like, that should have been a red flag right there. And I understand it's the middle of a pandemic. So when you getting offered a job, you're gonna take it. Cause it's, I mean, the man probably got a wife and kids and stuff like that. So if you unemployed right now and somebody is offering a job, most 9 times out of 10 people are going to take it because they are so desperate for money. Let me give you an example. Okay, so before the census was over, I worked for the Census Bureau. Okay, I worked in the 2010 census, and I worked in this census also. So we were working when the pandemic first happened, and then we had to shut everything down. Now at that time I was a recruiter. I recruited the workers to come in. And so it was really hard for us to have job fairs, and get people to work, but once the pandemic happened and people realized you could work for the census from home, we had an abundance of people applying and calling and wanting a job, like to the point where it was just so sad. Like I can remember like people who I met at job fairs before everything shut down calling me like, are y'all still hiring, for those work from home positions? Like that, people were desperate to get money. They didn't even, at this point, they didn't care how much they was getting paid. They was willing to take the job because they didn't have no money. And a lot of the jobs that people were working are going to be non-existent once this pandemic is over, because it is a pandemic. Okay, you can't convince me of nothing else. Me and my sister was talking. I was telling my sister, you have to figure out a way to make your own money, to bring your own money in. And I'm gonna tell you why. She was waiting for unemployment, which a lot of people were, and I had signed up for unemployment because all the courts had closed, and so our boss was like, you need, you qualify, sign up for unemployment. Y'all, let me tell y'all how long it took to get unemployment. It took me 18 weeks. It took me 18 weeks to get my unemployment. And it wasn't like, the pandemic taught me patience. I would be on the phone with the unemployment office for 4, 5, 6 hours while I'm trying to help my son do his schoolwork, while I'm trying to help people fill out applications for the census, you know what I'm saying? But they cut our hours back, so we were eligible, okay? So after about 3 months, after 3 months of me being on hold and calling and talking, I started thinking to myself, like, this is not work. This is not going to work. You owe me this money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I work. I've never, ever applied for unemployment, and I've worked since I was like 14, and I'm getting ready to be 30. So this was the first time that I had even tried to sign up for anything like this. And so I'm doing this much research because I love to do research. I'm doing research, and I'm like, I got to figure out, how am I going to get these people to approve my unemployment? So let me tell y'all what I did. I ended up getting in contact with the senator's office. I contacted the senator's office. I sent them an email on the website. Somebody called me from the senator's office. I spoke to them on the phone, and they was telling me, okay, we're going to forward your information. Not even 20 minutes later, somebody from the unemployment office called me and was like, we need you to send this to this email. Hi, Miss SM. Hello, everyone. We need you to send us these documents. Do y'all know, in 2 days, I called my senator's office, and these are the people who we are putting in these positions. That's their job. Don't ever be afraid to call on any of these politicians, because that's what they are here for. I have loved your videos. Thank you. I just be speaking from the heart. That's it. A little passion. But that's why we elect these people to be our representatives for our state and for our counties, so that they can help you with situations like this. Okay, so then, boom, once that happened, I tell my sister. My sister don't listen. Me and her applied at the same time for unemployment. I tell my sister don't listen. So now I'm over here with my brother. I'm on the phone for my brother. You know what I'm saying? Getting everything done. Boom. He get his racks. And when I say, y'all, my payout, when I got my first unemployment check, my payout was $8,000. That's how long I waited. I waited from February. I think I didn't get a payout until August. That's how long I waited to get unemployment. So after that point, I started helping other people you know, get their unemployment. And my brother was telling me, oh, you should charge people. But I'm telling him, why do we always have to charge people? Like, when you teaching somebody something, you also learning something, even though you recognize it or not, right? How I'm gonna charge somebody to get their money and they ain't got no money? First of all, that didn't even make sense to me. He sound like Umar. How I'm gonna charge these people that already ain't got no money? That's why they're in the position that they're in right now. What I'm saying is you can help people without taking from them. And if you truly want to help somebody, you wouldn't want to take from them. Like, at this point, he should have refunded the money and say, look, I fucked up. I fucked the money up. You know, I bought a building to save face, knowing that I couldn't afford the taxes and all of the past due bills on it, and I still bought it just so I could get more money, because we all know that's what you're doing. And like the woman said, everybody in Philly know he's scamming. That's why he don't hold no events in Philly. I told y'all that like a month ago. I showed y'all the screenshots in the video from the people on Facebook saying we don't claim Umar. You know what I'm saying? Like they've been saying, they really. It's almost like do y'all remember the episode of Dave Chappelle where they did the race trade or whatever? And the Chinese people got Wu-Tang. They wanted Wu-Tang and they was mad about that. And we got rid of Condoleezza Rice. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. If y'all don't watch Dave Chappelle, y'all done seen that shit. But that basically that's how the people from Philadelphia was like, he don't belong to us. We not claiming him. So nobody coming out and saying, other than his poor dad, y'all, his poor dad. I just feel so bad for his poor dad, because he really be out here trying to defend his son, but he don't even realize that he just be digging a hole deeper. Like, Umar daddy, stop going on podcasts and people YouTube channels and helping further bury your son. Like, even I couldn't imagine my daddy helping people bury me in the dirt, helping people drag me. I'm not gonna say slander, because I ain't heard nobody slander this man. I don't understand what they're talking about when they say that people slander this man. I ain't never seen nobody slander him. If so, I apologize. Show me. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I told you to bring me one too, dude. A candy cane. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Are you hungry? You want some pork chops and rice and cornbread and skillet corn? All right, y'all gonna go in the kitchen with me, because I gotta fix my son something to eat, okay? Ashley, you can. It's gonna get real dark, y'all, because I have cherry wood all throughout my house. But then it's gonna get light again, so just fair warning. Sweetheart, or do you want something different? Hold on, because did not. Okay, so let's just go over what you ate so that I'm not crazy. So you ate pancakes and bacon, and then you ate 2 toaster strudels, and then you ate tuna salad and crackers, right? You've ate all that so far, and you're still hungry, boy. If you don't stop growing, look, we both can't walk by. All right. Oh, so you want some pork chops, or do you want something totally different? You want something totally different? What do you want? You can get some. You can have fish sticks. You can have fish sticks. Okay. And what kind of French fries you want with it? Ooh.
Wait, I already dropped mine.
You already did what?
Dropped my candy cane.
You dropped your candy cane. Yeah. Well, pick it up so that it won't be sticky on the floor. First of all. You're gonna damage my laptop, bro. Hold this. Okay, well, next time just slow down, and then you won't stutter so hard, okay? Ooh! Or do you want chicken strips? Fish sticks or chicken strips?
Fish sticks.
Fish sticks, okay. All right, you gonna give me time? Ooh, I left the oven on.
Yeah. Close. I think it won't close.
The freezer? Oh, good Lord Jesus. Let me see. I'm sorry, y'all, but I have to mom first. I love your videos. Thank y'all for liking my videos. And a lot of people be like, oh my God, I can't believe you made this video. Why you hate this man so much? And I keep telling everybody why I hate this man so much. I don't understand why people don't understand why I don't like this man. Like I've already told y'all. He defrauded my grandma, like my Nana. Like he really took my great grandma money from my grandma. Like that's why I don't like him. Okay, that's why I don't like him, because he really had people thinking that, you know what I'm saying, he was out to help all the young people in the community, when in fact, okay, this is what I tell my husband. He claims to be a Robin Hood type of figure when he is in fact robbing people from the hood. Because let's just keep it 100. That is exactly what he does. Baby, when you hear the timer go off, you're gonna have to let me know. Okay? What?
Can you help me get to my channel?
Can I help you get to yours?
Yeah.
Why would I help you? Because you want to. Hold on. I gotta put my laptop back up. It's gonna die. Can you find me like some chapstick or something? Because I've been talking and my lips is dry. You know I got big lips.
Really?
Go get me some. Here, go right here. Right there. See? That's you. Okay.
Yeah. Do you even know?
What about all the pictures that you got on the that you don't be thinking that I see?
But those
old pictures. If you took them a few days, back up. If you took them a few days ago, then they're not old. I found all kind of pictures, including that video that you uploaded to Instagram. I done told you about that. Yeah. Let me know when you hear the thing go beep 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 beep. Okay. Because you can eat pork chops for dinner. I don't feel like cooking again. I just cooked. I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss nothing, y'all. I think I'll probably y'all will be taking. I'll be taking forever with these videos when I be trying to edit them, and then every 5 minutes I got my little boy asking me to do something else. There was something else that I wanted to get off my chest, but hell, I can't remember what it is. But Umar don't scare me. I don't care about these people who he have supporting him, because they all gonna go down with his ass. And I really hope that somebody don't get hurt behind this, because he always talking about sending his goody goons and whatever. And I've already done said this in the video. Umar, you're not the only person who got people who will ride for them, who love them. You know, for every person that you got who ride for you, somebody else got somebody who ride for them. So you really got to be careful with that energy that you put out. And I'm all about positive energy. I meditate, you know, all that good stuff. I wanted to hear your story. How did she find out he lost his nonprofit status? She didn't find out. The accountant found out when she did it, when they did her taxes. That's how they went to do her taxes. And he was saying, he's telling my auntie, because my grandma only got 2 kids, but my mom died of cancer. So, and my mom was her youngest, so she got an older daughter. Well, he called my auntie. My auntie called me yelling, because she in a different state. So I'm here with her, but my auntie don't live here. So we take care of her. All her doctor's appointments, everything. I'm always driving all over the state of South Carolina, making sure that she's okay, taking her back and forth to the doctors. And my auntie do come home, but she got a call from the accountant saying that it was a discrepancy with her taxes. So that's how we found out that he didn't have a 501c status. We didn't think to do. And even I want to say I didn't even really overstand until last year, because I started on this spiritual journey, right? So I was like cutting people off left and right. And my grandma has always been my dog. Like, that's my bestie. I don't care. I'll do it for her. She want my last coins, I'll give her my last coins. She don't need it, she'll give me her last coins. Lord knows I be needing it, okay? But me and my Nana has always been super duper close. And especially once my mom died, we got even closer. I was taking her back and forth to her doctor's appointments, and she had like some strokes and stuff like that. So at one time, she still had her house, but she was staying with us. And so I just over the time I started, the mail started coming to the house and stuff like that. And so I remember asking my grandma, I was like, well, Grandma, I thought, because we was talking about my brother, I was like, I thought, that you were going to be sending Jay to this, to this school or whatever, because we were just talking about like how so many kids can be raised in one house and they all come out different. She was trying to figure out what happened with him, why she was trying to figure out why he was the way that he is. Well, he still is that way. Like to this day, he still is that way. And I remember telling him, like, when our mom passed away, I wanted him to go to grief counseling because we knew that she was going to die. They gave her like a date and our ass was still kicking, So at that point, she was on borrowed time. So what I started to do was prepare myself for what was going to happen. Now, the first couple of therapists that I went to, I didn't really like them like that. But, over the time, as me and my therapist became more fond of each other, I started to tell my therapist how watching my brother do all this crazy shit affected me, like watching him, like having to deal with his wrath, like what she was scared of him, y'all. Like he was so out of control, and it's like, well, what else can you do? What else can you do when you done tried everything, you done everything like so bad? I remember me and him, we went to anger management, right? And they would pick us up from school and we would go to anger management, and our mom would pick us up and take us home. Well, one day, me and my brother was on the bus on the way there. We had gotten into an argument, an altercation, a physical altercation, and we were fighting on the bus. And the bus driver pulled over. She was like, y'all cannot ride on my bus anymore. Da, 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 da. So we went on to therapy. Well, while we were in therapy, we got into another fist fight because my brother was telling me, and he is older than me, and he felt like, hold on, because we're all taught this. What goes on in this house stays in this house, right? So we were all taught that. And we were in just talking about what was going on. And I was just venting. I went and think, this is what you're supposed to do. This is anger management. I was telling him what made me angry. What really pissed me off. And my brother was like, you're not supposed to be telling them what's going on in the house. So we ended up getting into a fight. Y'all, it was so bad that they put us both on no trespassing to this day. To this day, I cannot go to behavioral health in Pickens County because I have a no trespassing to this day. And I was really one of the only siblings who would go toe to toe with him, who would be like, fuck you. You're not fixing to keep doing this. Like, you're not fixing to keep doing this to me. You're not going to keep whooping my ass. I remember he punched me in the head. Punched me in the head in front of his friends. And then his friends, listen to this shit, y'all. His friends held me down while this nasty bastard spit in my mouth. And this is my brother, but this motherfucker was crazy. Like, he really needed the help. And she tried. It wasn't like she didn't try. She tried. My poor mom, she's going to jail on the weekends because my brother can't stop skipping school and and all kind of stuff. And it's just like he was traumatizing us all to the point where he had to go to a group home. Like, he had to be put in a group home because my grandma was waiting on Umar, and that nigga never came through. So then, instead of getting him the psychological help, because she had all good intentions, she just wanted to get him some help. That was it. She just wanted to get him some help. But because the help never came, he ended up going to a group home. Well, from that, it escalated, and he ended up being in what we call in our state is DJJ, Department of Juvenile Justice. He ended up getting intertwined with them. And at one point in time, DSS removed us all from the home. So I've been through. So my daddy always tell me, you can write a book. You can write a book. You can write a book. I don't want to write a book. I don't got time to write a book. Okay. And to this day, like certain stuff I won't even talk about because it's just so triggering. But it's like the faith that my grandma had in this man. Like, he was really Superman. He was gonna he was gonna save, us from being terrorized from this little devil, and having to sleep with one eye open because ain't no telling where he at, or we wake up and he gone and he done rode his bike, to the other side of town so he could be with the hood kids, because at first we were raised in the hood, quote unquote. Okay, well, my father went to jail for drug trafficking, right? So we ended up moving in with my grandmother, and my mom had 2, sometimes 3 jobs. So she would be with us most of the time because my mama had to work, and she didn't work. She used to work for Clemson University. She retired. So she's sitting on university coins, and then she came from all right people anyway. So, she had a few coins. We never went without anything. But my brother said that when we moved from the quote unquote hood into the quote unquote good side of 93, because that's what they call it. It's a Highway 93 that runs through Clemson in South Carolina. And one side of the 93 is like the ratchet people, and then they say the other side of 93 is the bougie. So we moved from the ratchet side to the bougie side, so they wasn't even fucking with my brother. So my brother basically had to act out to prove to these kids that he was worthy to be in their presence. Just think about the reverse psychology of it all, because we sit here and we talk about it now, like I'm honest enough to be able to say, this is what happened, and this and that. And now that we're older, and he is recognizing now that was some stupid shit. Like, I don't even know why, because most of the people, they either in jail or they dead or they don't live around here anymore, who was his friends and who he was trying to quote unquote impress. So in doing that, he had to be bad in his eyes. There was no other way for him to make it. There was no other way for him to be accepted. So we had to be bad. And because he moved to the bougie side of town, now he had to be extra bad. I'm just sitting here like, that makes no sense. But when you're 10, 11, 12, it made perfect sense. It made perfect sense. So I really feel bad for my brother. Like I do to this day, because he all he ever wanted to do was be accepted by his quote unquote friends. And now he don't even fuck with none of these people. So it's just really bad on his point, y'all. Y'all got to come outside with me, because I got to smoke with my husband. Don't let me smoke in the house. And I know smoking is bad. I'm sorry. But so basically my brother is very open about saying that he just did it so that he could be accepted, so that his friends will continue to be his friends. I don't give a shit. I don't care about no friends. I ain't got no friends. I got siblings. I got brothers and sisters. Um, hella cousins. Hella cousins. We look real cold out here, y'all. Oh my god. So it's really sad. Like the story, if you was to sit down and really write about it and stuff like that, it would just be terrible, because it's just bad. Like, you go through life always looking for acceptance, no matter who you are, what you do. Even Umar, I know he looking for some acceptance. That's why he's always on live or Facebook or Instagram, because it's like he don't have no friends in real life. The only friends that he had is his supporters. It's his Kool-Aid drinking ass supporters. And so to a certain extent, I understand why he be doing some of the things that he be doing. But it's just like, bro, you need help too. Like, Umar needs therapy. Umar needs a therapist. He really needs a whole therapist out here. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, it ain't nothing wrong with going to get help. If that's what you need to do to get yourself together, then that's just what you need to do. You shouldn't feel ashamed. And I tell people that to this day. I do therapy on Wednesdays. And, it really helps me out. And even my husband was telling me that he see a whole different, change in me, like how I deal with people and how I can tolerate people. Because I used to would just cuss you the fuck out. I wouldn't care. I would cuss you out in a heartbeat. Try to fight you and all. Like, I don't care. But I'm somebody's wife. I'm somebody's mom. So I can't be out here being super ratchet no more, even though I want to be sometimes. I want to be ratchet. Absolutely not. It's cold out here. And you got your shoes on the wrong feet. What's wrong with you, boy? So that's why I'm so passionate about this, y'all, because he really, in a sense, he, you know what I'm saying, fucked up my brother. I know he didn't fuck him up. I know he didn't, but he gave false hope, where to the point where we had to put him away because we was waiting so long for this so-called school to open, and my grandma just couldn't take it no more. She couldn't take her other grandkids being intimidated. She couldn't take her grandson stealing, even though his grandma got hella debit cards. Like, she couldn't take in the embarrassment of it all, because I'm sure she was embarrassed. Hell, I was embarrassed for her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was embarrassed for her. So I just really feel bad for her because she did the best she could with what she had. We wasn't like poor or nothing, but she helped my mom out, and it was just like to the point where she didn't even want to help her out no more because her son's so fucking crazy. It was harming her pets. And they always say it start out first they'll kill a cat, then they'll kill a dog, and next thing you know they killing up the whole school. Just think about that for a second. I'm trying to figure out why you getting dressed, because if you think you're going outside to catch pneumonia, I don't think so, young man. It is cold out there, sweetheart.
I still put my jacket.
I don't care about your jacket. It's cold. Don't you go out there though, or it's gonna be some problems. Some furniture moving. How many what you call it do you want? I'm like, because I gotta wash the dishes for your daddy to get home. He be tripping if I don't clean up.
Well, what are you gonna say?
I was gonna say that I'm gonna lock this door because you think you slick. That's the first thing I was gonna say. Don't push on my door. The second thing I was gonna say is that you still got more books to be reading. No, because you said 6. No. You shouldn't have volunteered yourself to do 6. See, that's why you don't really. You're here acting like Umar. You better read them other 4 books. Next time, I bet you won't say you're gonna read 6. Well, 2 ain't enough. You said you was gonna do 6, but yeah. So the false hope that this man done gave people about helping them with their kids, and this is just one story. I like the man said, it's not many people who are out here admitting, yes, I gave him my money. Yes, I asked him for help. Yes, it's not a lot of people who are willing to do that, because other YouTubers have made people feel so bad where if you donate to him, then you dumb. No, it's not. It doesn't mean that you're dumb. Maybe you just don't know. And like the older gentleman said, because he seems to be a little bit older than me, it's a lot of people who donate money, who don't have a Facebook, who don't have an Instagram, who don't have a YouTube, who don't even really know what the fuck is going on YouTube. And these are people who got better things to do. They hear he's trying to help little black boys. Let me throw him some change. So I guarantee you probably half of the people who don't ever donated to him was not a repeat donor, doesn't really care what he did with the money. But I do. You walking around with my great grandma money, I want to know what you did with it. Okay? I want to know what you did with it. I just want to know what you did with it, because you damn sure didn't help nobody. You told my grandma you was gonna help, like you did not help. So I'm not embarrassed to talk about it, because I'm not embarrassed. Like, my truth is my truth. This is what it is. Everybody got people in their family who got some behavior issues, whether you're willing to admit it or not. It's fine. I don't care. It's fine. Everybody is a little cuckoo. Everybody got something going on. Everybody done been through something. But when you are out here giving false hope to people, like, have y'all ever thought about the damage that really could have been done, but for the fact that he did open up the school? Now, just think about everything that I done told y'all that my brother used to do to us with his crazy ass. If the school would have been open the first time when he said it was going to be open, and my brother would have been able to go to that school and get whatever help that he was saying that he was going to be able to help him with, he might have grown up to be a better man, because he struggled. He struggled for years. He's still struggling, but he done came around now. Now he know, this is attention-seeking behavior, and you're not fucking 7 anymore, so you can't be laying in the street talking about, I'm gonna let the car hit me. But it took so many years for him to get to that point, when if he would have got the help that was promised to him, ain't no telling who he would have turned out to be. He not a bad person. I love my brother. I still pat his ass down when he come and when he leaves, and I tolerate him. because that's my brother and I love him. But I do recognize that Umar has done more damage. He's done more good than bad, is what I'm saying at this point. He's done more good than bad. And is it wrong to put that on him? Maybe. But just think about it. If he would have been doing what he said he was really doing, would all of that stuff had happened? And I'm the only person out here who's willing to talk about this shit. Think about all the stories that people are not telling. All the crazy stuff that these kids who were promised a spot at this school 10 years ago, half of them probably convicted felons, if not dead. Because they parent, they grandma, they auntie was holding on to hope that, oh my goodness, 6 more months and this school's going to open up in 2010 and I'm going to be able to send him here and he's going to get me some help. And maybe he can't fix him 100%, but maybe he can help. Just think about all the people who has went through that. I mean, if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. I don't care. If y'all think I'm wrong, that's your opinion. I'm sorry if you think I'm wrong. But you can't tell me that I'm not 100% right because we don't know. We don't know. But what I'm saying is he could have helped prevent a lot. Just the traumatic childhood experiences that my brother put me through. You know, if he would have been at the school when he was supposed to be at the school, he wouldn't have shot the cat up and killed the cat with the damn BB gun. You know, and these are just facts. You know, maybe my mama wouldn't have had to, you know, be going to jail on the weekends for truancy court because he would get on the bus and he would go to school, and then we wouldn't see him no more. But he would eat breakfast and everything, and then he would just disappear. So it's like, think about all the trauma that he has caused, promising people he's going to help their kids and I'm going to get them on the straight path and this and that. Those people are now grown with kids who are the same age group that he is still marketing to. So, I mean, if you feel like I'm wrong, I want you to tell me why. I want you to tell me why you think I'm wrong with what I'm saying, because I don't feel like I'm wrong, because I do believe that if this school would have opened when he said it was going to open, and if he would have at least tried to help these kids and put them on the straight and narrow and better path, that his life wouldn't be what it is right now. It probably wouldn't change the fact that our mom died of cancer, but it would have changed the fact of how my brother reacted to that situation or how he reacts to situations now. So what do y'all think? If y'all think I'm wrong, you know, I'll stand, you know, tell me. I'm not going to cuss y'all out. I'm not going to make you feel bad for your opinion. This is just how I feel. And I know, you can't tell people how to feel, especially when, you was holding out hope. Like I said, my brother traumatized my ass. Traumatized me. You know what I'm saying? To the point where at one time I wasn't dealing with him. Like, we didn't, even in our adult grown up life, we've had fist fights where the police had to be called and stuff like that. Like, y'all, my brother pushed me off of a porch when I was pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about the mental capacity of somebody who could do that. Like, this your sister. Same mama, same daddy. Might need a kidney. This is your sister. Y'all are having a verbal argument and it turns into you physically assaulting somebody who's pregnant. Just think about some of the stuff that I'm saying. Like, would he have changed his whole attitude? I don't know. But we don't know because it never happened. And it ain't because we, like I said, my grandma was willing to pay whatever the fuck she had to pay to get this boy some help. And on several occasions, she got help to the point where she had to choose her other grandkids over him and, send him somewhere to where we thought he was going to be able to get some help. But really, it just brought the criminal out in him. So then he went crazy because he wasn't around nothing but criminals. So when you hang around nothing but criminals and you be around with nothing but people who do bad stuff, you do bad stuff too. It's got to be okay because they doing it and ain't nobody saying something. That's really how young people think. You have to think about this. This is the mind of an adolescent. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'm wrong. If y'all think I'm wrong, I want y'all to tell me why. Like I'm open to hear what you have to say, but you have to take my, you have to look at my perspective of it too. Living it. I wasn't even the one who necessarily needed the help or needed the correction. But he did. And once we got older and we started talking about it, really what the problem was daddy was in jail. Mama was going to work, and grandma gonna let whatever slide, so it doesn't matter. Nobody cares. That really was the root of the problem, that he didn't have a father figure or a positive father figure for the first couple of years. And like I've already said, my dad was in jail, so I can remember when my dad's mother died. This is how young I was, and this is my very first memory, y'all. This is my very first memory that I have of me being little. I had on a little purple dress, and my older sister, she's older than me by 3 years, she had on the same purple dress, and we were sitting in our father's lap, and he was chained. He had on his orange jumpsuit, and he was chained, and I remember my auntie like falling all over the casket and extra and shit. Okay, well, apparently at this time I was 2 years old. And this is from the conversation that me and my sister had with our mom, a couple years before she died, because I used to have real bad dreams. Like I used to have, I had a dream that my daddy got up and the police shot my daddy. I used to dream about it all the time, and I never could really figure out, why. Like, why am I always dreaming about this? But it was me and my sister at my grandma's funeral, and my dad was already in custody, so they let us sit on his laps while he was chained or whatever. And he did about 10 plus years. So if I'm 2 and I can remember this, I think he got out. I think I was getting ready to turn 13. So basically, from the point of when I was born until I was like 13, I would talk to my dad, and we would go see him in jail, but he wasn't there. He wasn't there to tuck me in. He wasn't there to give me, good night kisses. And luckily, my mom found a good husband. My stepdad was really great. He didn't have any kids. He was the best. He passed on to a couple years ago. He died like a year and a half after my mom died, and I really do believe that he died of a broken heart, because he really loved that woman. Like, he really loved that woman. But he did take good care of us. But at the end of the day, he was not our dad. And that was really the only thing that my brother could throw into my stepdad's face was, "You not my real daddy." But he took care of us like we was. Like, I can remember when like a couple years back before he died, he asked me what I wanted for Christmas, and he went, "I have heard of Umar for years. I just thought he was a speaker." Girl, he's a whole con artist. He's a whole scammer. He preys on the Black community. That's his purpose in life. You know how everybody got a purpose. His purpose is to prey on the weak and the less fortunate. And unfortunately, what people are saying, like Afro Svengali, is a lot of people don't care about crimes that's happening to Black people. It's true. It's true. And so it's harder to get somebody to pay attention when you was 3/5 of a man at one point in time in history. So just think about it. You wasn't even the whole person. So really, it takes 2 people to even make up one person in their eyes. Just hear me out, right? Just hear me out, because you're 3/5. So they don't give a 3/5 shit about us. You know what I'm saying? As long as they're not taking. I was a single parent, and I had a child who was diagnosed with ADHD. Oh my goodness, bless your heart. And how did you deal with that? Like how did that? I don't even know where to start, except for, I'm sure you're a great parent, and whatever you've done, whether people look at you as good or bad, as long as it was with the intention to help your child, fuck them. Because not every therapy works. Trust me, I know. Not every therapy works. But, I have a nephew who's ADHD, and it's a challenge for my sister. And I give her all the encouragement, that I can. And I'm always on the phone, 5 deep breaths. Don't kill them. Calm down. Put them in a safe place, and you exit the situation, because it's hard. It is so hard to deal with kids with these diagnoses, I understand the frustration attempting to get help. So I could understand your girl. Yes, like that's all she wanted. She never wanted to necessarily send him away for him to be put in jail, but that's basically what ended up happening, because even the group home couldn't deal with him. You know, even that was like, look, he's the ringleader now, and we can't have that. So he got to go. You know, so it's so frustrating. Thank you for understanding my frustration, because it's just like people really are like, you gave him a couple dollars, so what? He said he was going to help you, so what? But a lot of the times, the only person who ever said that they would help them is Umar. Y'all think about that. The only person who they believe is listening, because they done told it to the white man. They done told it to the people at the school. They done told it to everybody who they could tell it to. They done told it to the preacher at the church. You know, they done told it to everybody. And it's like, Umar Johnson comes along like, you have those problems, I'm going to help you. That's why I'm here. I'm going to help you. He really made people believe that he's going to help them. And so for a quick second, you're like relieved. Like, yes, I got this man. He said he was going to help me and, you know, help me deal with my kid. And a lot of times, like with our situation, my brother was not the only child in the house. So there are other children too. Think about the mental effect that it have on the other kids, of them seeing him doing crazy stuff and basically getting away with it. Basically getting away with doing the most heinous stuff. I didn't learn about the full extent of his stuff until the shockumentary. Listen, I'm not gonna say everything. Some of the stuff I knew because I had been low key researching and stuff. But Lennon really, and he's already said, look, he got enough of material to make 3, 4, 5 shockumentaries. Hello. So he's got plenty of material to really expose this man. And it's like, I hate that it have to come to this, but he not gonna own up to his wrongdoing. So now we have to expose you, because that's the only way he's going to acknowledge that he fucked up, that he's been misleading the people. If he spent the donation money on flights, okay, there are legitimate operating costs that is associated with running a nonprofit charity. I understand that. Now, first class tickets and room suites, I don't know. But it is expenses that come with that. All I'm saying is, people ask you legitimate questions, what you do with the money. If you ain't got it, just tell us. Now, we ain't gonna give you no more. I know I ain't gonna give you no more, none of my money. But he need help, and he refuses to acknowledge that he's like an alcoholic who don't think that they're an alcoholic. Who doesn't want to admit that they're an alcoholic. And then their child grow up to be an alcoholic, and they don't understand why their child is an alcoholic. That's all I'm saying. The full extent of the damage that he's done, Lennon probably ain't even touched on it, because there's so many people who are scared, who are just so scared to say, you know, he bamboozled me. He took my money. If you got my money, you got my money. You know, that's why I'm real particular. Matter of fact, I don't donate to nonprofits. I don't donate to nonprofits. I do other type of work, okay? I run a whole organization where I provide Christmas presents for kids. I use my own money. And I buy kids Christmas presents, shoes, clothes, video games, whatever they ask for, I get it. You know how you give them the paper, fill out clothes size, shoe size. I don't ask for donations from nobody. I don't have no 501c, because it was just put on my heart. I used to be a part of this this program with single moms, and I was the only mom who wasn't a single mom who was a part of the program. And I really got to see some of the struggles that these women go through with being the sole provider for their children. And one of the girls, how it started was, one of the girls found out she had cancer, and she ended up going in the hospital, and she had 3 kids. And I felt so terrible, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would talk to her, and, you know, she's in the hospital, and she's like, you know, can't even get my kids Christmas. And so I asked her, you know, what do they need? What are their sizes? I got everything that they needed. Well, the next year, the organization that I was dealing with called me and said, look, We have a couple moms who didn't get to make it to the Salvation Army Angel Tree sign ups. You think you can help? Oh yeah, send the information over. And it just went from that. Just you don't want kids to be without on Christmas. This is Christmas. Come on now. So never did I ever think I should turn this into a 501c. Actually, my sister's the one who told me that I needed to turn it into a 501c because you're spending too much money on these damn kids. And I was telling her, it's fine. Like, it's God's work. I'm not looking for a recognition. I'm not looking for a tax write-off. I just simply want to help these people who are going through a hard time. Because you never know when it's going to be your turn. You never know. So, what, baby?
I see a spider web in that.
That's fine. I'll have to get the duster thing and get it up. Or your daddy will have to help me because, I'm short. But that's too far up in the ceiling. We got those vaulted ceilings. Why are you in my office with a cover and a pillow? Okay, you can sit. It's fine, baby. You can sit in the office as long as you want. Just please don't get up because people have a bad. These people have a bad habit of threatening people's children. And I don't play by mine. But so it never occurred to me to like take up donations or anything like that. I just wanted to help some people. And I think that's kind of how it started with him. Like, it was a good idea. He put it out there and he's seen how much people donated, how much people responded to it. And he just took it from there. Like, y'all seen the videos where he's saying he doesn't need a business plan, a fucking business plan. You don't even have a GED or a high school diploma. You're going to ask me about a business plan. But our businesses have business plans. Okay. And then he's out here begging for free material to teach these kids. And it's like, you mean to tell me you've been opening up a school for 10 years and you ain't even got down what you're gonna teach in the classes or nothing like that? Like, you ain't got none of that figured out, and you've been doing this all this time. Now remember when he said he was going to be teaching the 4th grade boys? Well, what the fuck were you going to teach them if you looking for people to send you plans that they've made up, that they've took the time to sit down and write? You want them to send it to you for free so you can tell them whether or not you're going to use their material, when they could be sending this out to publishing houses and getting deals. What type of mess is that? Like, you don't even know the curriculum. 10 plus years and you ain't even got a curriculum down. Like, I could pull up my child's curriculum from his elementary school right now, and I'm on the PTA. I'm very involved. Of course I am. I'm very involved when it comes to my child.
Well,
I'm involved.
Beautiful.
Because I'm beautiful, of course. But I'm involved with everything. Whatever school my son is a part of, I'm a part of that PTA. I'm a part of all of that. The planning committee, whatever you need, I'm a part of it. I'm very involved in my child's life. First of all, because I only got one. Second of all, because I want to know what the fuck y'all saying to my baby. I want to know what y'all trying to put into my baby head. What, baby?
Is it okay if I could take one quick nap?
A quick nap? Not in the middle of my floor in the office. Absolutely not. Now, you definitely, you can go get in that race car bed, go vroom to sleep, or you can go in the living room, but you cannot sleep in the middle of the office floor. That's not gonna be good, because it's gonna be time for me to meditate in a minute, and you want my meditation carpet.
Can I meditate?
You don't want to meditate with me. You only want to meditate when you think you're gonna get something out of it. You don't want to meditate. So go brush your teeth. Did you brush your teeth? I know. Go brush your teeth.
Okay, I'll go brush them.
Please. And then bring me a piece of cornbread when you come back too.
Okay.
I made honey cornbread. But I was a single parent who went back to school. I am a social worker. Bless you, baby. Nothing but abundance is coming to you. You keep doing good. You sound like you're doing really good. Okay, so you as a social worker, what is your position on like what he's doing to people? Like, because in theory, somebody who is a social worker would be a good person to have on his team of nobodies, because he ain't got nobody on his team. He needs somebody like you. He really needs a whole board. I don't understand why. Well, I understand why he don't got a board, because the less people you have counting the coins, the less people you have to answer to. And I've already said, and I've maintained this, Umar only like yes men. You cannot be around him if you're not agreeing to what he's saying. And yeah. You can't be a part of his tribe. I don't know if that's what he called them, but that's what I call people. Tribe, your tribe. You have to be a yes man to be involved in Umar's tribe. You can't be a person who thinks for self. You can't be a quote unquote woke or conscious person if you're dealing with him, because he's only looking for people to agree with him. He's only looking for yes men, stuff like that. And I want to commend you for going back to school while being a single mother. I know that was hard. Like, I know that was hard. Like, I'm not going to perpetrate. I've never been a single mom a day in my life. Ever since my child was born. Now, me and my husband, we weren't married at the time that we had our son, but me and him has been together since high school. So since we were kids, and really how we became close was I would vent to him about like the shit that my brother was doing. And he just became a confidant, somebody who I could talk to about what I was dealing with in my house. And we just kind of, meshed from then on. But he need. Yeah, babe.
I'm on brushing my teeth for 2 minutes.
Okay, remember to spit it in the toilet instead of the sink, because I don't like to spit in the sink. Let me tell y'all a story, right? Okay, if me and my husband get into it, it's gonna be short. So my brother, the crazy one, he used to have real bad allergies. So he would be like, he would spit, he would like hawk and spit phlegm. And every morning when you brush your teeth, I would go in the bathroom after him to brush my teeth, and he would always have like that spit. Oh, it was so nasty in the sink. So to this day, I don't allow nobody to spit in the sink. So I fussed at my husband for it, and then my son did it, and I didn't say nothing to my son. And when I say my husband was like, nope, you're not going to do this. Either you're going to treat us both the same way, or I'm going to start back spitting in the sink. So now they have to spit in the toilet. See, look, even in my adult life, I'm still letting things that my brother did when I was a child traumatize me. Like, that's how bad he traumatized me, y'all. Oh my God. If you're watching this, Josh, I'm sorry. I love you. But kudos to you for going back to school and becoming a social worker. He needs social workers on his side. He needs a whole lot of people. He needs Jesus. He needs the social workers. He needs, the state of Delaware. He's really out here doing a disservice, and all he's doing is making it hard for the next person who have an idea to do the same thing. And even Lord Jamar, he had a good point in talking about his father-in-law, which Umar disrespected him the whole time because he kept saying, I don't care about your brother. I don't care about your brother. And it probably would have only took one time. Now listen, I know my brother was crazy and he used to do a lot of stuff, but you're not going to be able to say that too many times in front of me, because I do truly believe that if I wouldn't have went through some of the stuff that I had to go through when I was younger, I wouldn't be as such an open thinker that I am in my adult life. So I think that if my brother would have went to that school when it was supposed to open, that I probably wouldn't even be here today. You know what I'm saying? Having this conversation with y'all. I want to help our people with their credit and can't because of scammers like Umar. I totally understand. And now everybody think if you black and you trying to open up your own business, they ain't having it. They thinking you scamming. And listen, I know about that credit stuff because I do taxes. Okay, I do taxes too. We have a tax company, and so a lot of people won't help with their credit. Black Ear Podcast Network. Do you do financial literacy classes? Because this is one thing that I've noticed about the people who I help with their credit. Right, every year I have to help them with their credit. After they get their credit fixed, and then they do the same thing that they was doing to get them in the situation first. And a lot of people don't ever think about that. I be trying to teach them financial literacy, and their asses don't listen to me. So every year when it's time to do their taxes, they need help getting something off their credit or this. But when I'm trying to tell them the things that they need to do to not keep putting themselves in that position, they don't even want to listen to me. They be like, are you gonna fix it or not? You know what I'm saying? I be like, shit, well, get the report. I'll tell you what I'm gonna charge, to do this. But you are absolutely right. Because of him, people first of all, they already don't trust us. I already done told y'all we 3/5 of a person anyway, because in their head they believe it. We still 3/5 of a person. I'm sorry. And a lot of people, when if you tell somebody Black Ear Podcast Network that you want to help them, you literally have to do the reverse psychology on people to get them to cooperate with you. So I learned that from just doing taxes, that don't nobody want to learn financial literacy. They just want perfect credit, but they don't want to learn the things that are common sense. I mean, if you just think about it, if you pay your bills on time, right? Over time, that's going to reflect positively. They're not willing to learn the financial literacy part. They just want you to take everything off their credit. They want a good credit score so that their car loan rate, will be lower. But they don't want to learn financial literacy. Umar is the same way. He wants you to give you his money, but he don't want to tell you what he gonna do with your money. Listen, I don't know who comment section I said this in, but when they posted that picture of him in that purple dashiki with them white people, he looked like a pimp named Slickback from the Boondocks. Do y'all remember that? A pimp named Slickback. That's exactly what he looked like standing next to them white people. My processor is basically teaching people how to do it themselves without getting their information. That's even better. And are they listening to you? Probably not. They still probably think you scamming. They still, I done had somebody tell me they want me to do their taxes, but they didn't want to give me their damn Social Security cards because they was like, I'll write it down. I was like, no, we got to take a copy of it. Got to take a copy of it. Once everything is done and we submit it, we'll get rid of it, but you have to send it. And it was a young lady who was filing her, I think she was like 20. She was filing her taxes for the very first time, refused to give me her Social Security card. But I was explaining to her, you're going to get out of it. Okay, because you don't have everything. And so I told her, I'm not going to do your taxes. Okay, so this is what she did. She would have let somebody else do her taxes. Then she called me. They said I'm not who I am, and I had to verify my identity. And I told her, well, if you just would have listened to what I was telling you at first, then you wouldn't have that problem. But you out here letting Pookie and Rary do your damn taxes. And I think she ended up owing some money because they had done like a Mellow. They had said that she made like $100,000, and she really didn't. As a limo driver, that shit, they took all her money. I did call you. How come every time I see you, you got on different clothes, like you going somewhere? You ain't been but to one store.
I had two on my other shirt that I was wearing.
Okay.
I had two.
Can you empty all the clothes out the dryer? Is the dryer done? You know I don't trust nothing you say.
Oh.
Don't play with me. Oh. Shaking my head. Yes. People don't listen. People don't be wanting help. People want handout. People don't want help. People don't want help. They want handout. Just like Umar. So yeah, I think it's I think it's strange that people question why people question what he did with the money. It's done. The dryer cut completely off. Okay, so just hit the button and cut it back on.
Well, can you show me what to press?
The big old button. Get your step ladder. You can do it with your step ladder. I have an IG. Of course I do. On my phone. I got a few. Well, I got one in my maiden name and one in my marital name, but my son, one of them is hooked up to my son's phone and the other one is hooked up to my phone, so I can always watch what he's doing. But on IG, how you go back? Lord. Oh, that's Messenger. Sorry. And yeah, hold on. I'm gonna tell you exactly what my name is as soon as I can find it. I know that sounded real crazy, but I'm kind of not sure. I think it's I need to see. Hey Joey. I need to see. Let me just kind of post something to see what it's gonna pop up as. Mello, where your phone at? But just don't follow. Don't follow you. I want to follow you if you're helping people. I think mine is at Ebony Black. Oh, I think it's this. Hold on. I think it's
Mama,
I'm gonna put it in the chat. What, babe?
I was just
Where's your cell phone?
It's in the kitchen.
Bring it here. I need to know exactly how my listen, I don't know y'all if this is completely correct, but
I'm trying to see how many commenters I got on my channel, which it doesn't even show up the comments on my channel.
Then if it don't show no comments, then it's not no comments. That means you don't got no comments.
So what do I gotta do?
Well, you just have to upload more content, and then the people will converse with you back and forth. You said you was gonna do the ones of you reading. Let me look you up. Not you, baby. I'm talking to this person in the chat right now. Oh, are you telling me not to say my name? Or not to say yours? Okay. I won't say your name. I respect people's privacy. But I'm gonna follow you. I'm not okay, you said don't. Okay, I'll screenshot your page and then we can converse, but I don't mind if you say anything. Know your name. Oh, that's my name. Legit. My name is, that's my name. And Becca, true story. My husband, before he became my husband, when we were boyfriend and girlfriend, he used to call me Black, y'all. He used to call me Black. Oh, you think it's funny? And I told this story at Thanksgiving, at our Thanksgiving dinner. He used to bully me. Not really, but he was cute. So I dealt with it. But one day he said it to me, and I don't know what was on my spirit that day, but I turned around and I smacked him with a book. and we've been boyfriend and girlfriend ever since. So I don't mind people knowing my real name because I've already told I don't have anything to hide. I don't got no, I'm not perpetrating or pretending to be somebody else. I am simply just speaking my truth. And if people don't like it, that's fine. I got pretty thick skin. They already harassed me. They already harassed me. It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, they harassed me already. It's fine. Okay, because it's my regular. It's not old one. So, it's not the one that I use all the time.
When you and Daddy was boyfriend and girlfriend, and he used to call you Black. And then I just heard you said that when I was in high school, you smacked him with a book.
I had to. He was being mean to mommy. But look, you came out of it. And you're cute. You're handsome.
Well, did you smack him hard? Like this?
Yeah, it was like full bow. Yeah, with the Hamlet thing.
Did he cry?
No, your dad doesn't cry. He didn't even cry at his grandma's funeral. I've never seen your dad cry. We've been together all these years. I've never seen him cry. But almost 15 years.
But you don't cry, but you just cry because the tears come out of your eyes. So that means you're almost about to cry.
It means I'm almost. When do I almost about to cry?
I seen you before when you had tears coming out of your eyes.
Oh, okay. Well, I cry sometimes. Especially, when I'm listening to my Jesus music, honey. Mess around and catch the spirit, honey.
Try Jesus.
Yep, don't try me. Oh, yeah, but I'm not worried about being harassed by these people because they do it already. Because I got a different one, too. My actual page has a Instagram. This one, the Country's Criminal Chronicles. And boy, they be lighting my ass up. And I just laugh and hit the like and keep on going. I'm used to being harassed. Did you just not hear what I said my brother used to do to me? And I live with this man. I've been harassed my whole life. This is what you put your cell phone in, and it'll hold your cell phone. Where is it? Where's your cell phone? Okay, well, here, take that with you, go. Yeah, I already get harassed, but thank y'all for tuning in. I'm gonna have to stop in a minute, y'all. But I'll come back live in a little bit because first of all, my damn laptop dying. But second of all,
Mom,
I have to clean the kitchen because I cooked.
How do you put it on?
Let me see. I gotta clean the kitchen because I cooked. My husband do not like when I don't clean up because he like, you at home all day. You better get it clean before I get here. He ain't gonna do shit. He's such a nice fella. Bless his heart. Here you go. That's how you do it.
Now I can record people play my games.
What game?
The game.
Walmart don't got Miles Morales. When I went to order it, they ain't got none.
I'm talking
about for your PlayStation.
Oh.
Blink, cause you in the stair. Okay, now go on. You was in the stair. I had to break your stair. It's fine. If you sleepy, go take a nap. Okay. You sleepy, y'all. But half off until the new year. Everybody, are you guys seeing this? If you need help with your credit, hit up Black Ear Podcast Network. I'm doing credit service for half off until the new year now. They pay $50 and $200 when they start to see changes to the credit score. If y'all need help with y'all credit, listen, because I do know a couple of the people who I do taxes for, they called me and was asking me about what I thought about the interest rates and stuff. And one girl was saying she wanted to refinance her car loan with the credit union because she had it with a bank and it's just cheaper with the credit union and they got better rates and prices. And so I told her, yeah, I think that's a good idea to refinance at a lower percentage, and her payments would have been lower too. And what you could just do is still pay whatever it was, whatever your own loan was, but because you refinanced and your payments are lower, you're making overage payments, which is going to help you in the long run. So people, credit is important. Credit is important. Credit can stop you from getting a job. Overstand, bad credit can stop you from getting a job. It can stop you from getting your dream home, your dream car. I'm sure y'all know that. But, credit is better than cash these days. And I have a few places to get primary accounts on the report. Praise God. I want you to keep doing what you're doing, Black Ear Podcast Network, because God is going to bless you with abundance, because you're really out here helping people. And people do not understand that credit is king, especially right now in the middle of a pandemic when ain't nobody got no money. And be careful, y'all. Listen, I know a lot of people like to go to, like I see in a commercial last night for Jackson Hewitt. They starting to do those advances. Y'all be careful with getting them advances on your taxes, especially if you drew unemployment and you didn't get taxes taken out of your unemployment and you was getting that extra $600. If you wasn't getting your taxes taken out of that unemployment, you're gonna owe some money come January, February when it's time to file your taxes. I'm sorry to tell y'all this, and when you going through, when you signing up for unemployment, it asks you, do you want the deductions taken out? Please say yes. And if you didn't, well, it's too late now because you done went the whole year, especially when they was giving out them $600 checks. Like there was, yes, if you have 75K and go to get a 100K car, they still asking for, period. Listen, let me tell y'all, okay. I have a thing with cars. I be fucking them up. I ain't gonna lie. Every car I touch, I don't know. Cars don't like me. I had a Ford truck, still parked in my yard. Got it checked out. I got that car when I graduated high school. I spent my graduation money on it. Paid cash for it, $9,000. A Ford Sport Track. Okay. So I drove that car up until 2018. In 2018, my car started having trouble. I put like $2,000 in it to get it fixed. Couldn't get it fixed, so I bought a Ford Escape. I love boxes. I love SUVs like the box look. Okay, bought the Escape. Put another $1,000 into the Escape. Couldn't. Battery blew up. Put a brand new battery. Battery blew up. Couldn't figure it out. Gave the car to my daddy. My brother was upset. Irate. You trying to outdo me? I'm like, I gave this man a car that don't even fucking work. Okay, so boom, get another car. So the car that I have now me and my husband, glad Glad to got to speak to you. It was nice to speak to you too, and you keep up the good work, you beautiful single mom out here doing it, making us black women look good. But I found when I was looking for my next car, I wanted a G-Wagon. My husband said no. You're gonna have whatever car you get, you gotta pay for it. It's your car. I pay all these bills. I'm not paying for this shit. I said, okay. So I found a GLK, got the GLK. Babe, my husband drives the GLK because I was working for the census and you have to travel. And I live in South Carolina. I was going to North Carolina and then to Atlanta. I worked out of the Atlanta office until they opened up a local office for like a whole year. So I was back and forth on the highway. I didn't want to put all those miles on my Benz. Okay. So I told my sister got pregnant. I got baby fever. I'm like, I want a baby. I want a baby. I want a baby. No, can't have a baby. We're not having no more babies. You said we wasn't gonna have no more babies. We married, blah, blah. So I said, okay, look, if you get me a G-Wagon, I won't get pregnant. Went and got on birth control. Still ain't got my fucking G-Wagon. Now I'm paying for this GLK. Now, like last week, I hit this polo girl at the red light. I ran into the back of her. I don't know what was going on. I think I was listening to Nipsey Hussle was like going on child. Anyway, nothing happened to my car. Now I say that to say this. Every car that I get, I hit shit. Not a scratch.
If I'm gonna name me, I won't be in the bathroom because I got a boo-boo.
You don't have to tell YouTube you got a boo-boo. All right. Plug your speaker up. But so I still ain't got the car that I want. But back to the position at hand. When I went to the dealership, first of all, tried to finesse me, and I got good credit. At the time, my credit was like a 760. It was like a 760. And so the payments weren't going to be that much. Really, I didn't even have to put any money down. That's what they were telling me. You don't have to put no money down. You know, you got good credit, whatever. The interest rate of the loan was like 15% at the dealership. Now, when I went to go look at the car, I had already went to my bank, to the credit union, and got, did the paperwork because that's how we did my husband's car loan. We did my husband's car loan. It just sent me. See, I don't know. How do you tell what your IG name is? Because I'm not sure. Shit. Okay, what if I just show you? You look at the screen, and I'm gonna show you what my profile picture look like, so you can find me, because I don't know what the hell my name is on there. All it say is your story. How do you get? Yeah, let me send you a message. Because I would love to have like private conversations with you, because I need somebody to talk to about certain things. And like my husband, he does one job, that's it. He don't know nothing about none of this other stuff. When we dealing with finances, that's me. When we dealing with all that type of stuff, he let me handle that. Podcast. Oh wait. But I went to the bank. Oh, I think I found you. You got an ear? Message you. Because I don't know what my name is. I kind of know what it is. I'm going to send you a message, and it's going to say, hey. Okay? All right. But when I went to the credit union to get my financing done, at that time, my interest rate for my loan was 4.1%. That's what my interest rate is. So it was a whole 11 points lower than what the car dealership was trying to get me to do with them. And of course, I didn't have to put any money down, but I did. And, drove on off, went to the dealership, negotiated the price they wanted. I want to say they wanted, it's like $18,000 for the car. And I talked them down to 13. And then when they told me no on 13, I left. I got up and I walked out. I don't need your fucking loan. It's like I don't need. You know how many car dealerships have this car? Like, I'm not gonna argue with you. So I literally went to the dealership next door, told them what just happened at the dealership that I came from, and I told them I know how much this car cost. I know before dealers and all of that, I know what y'all paid, the basic price. I don't care about you making no money. Is you gonna let this car sit on your lot or not? They told me no too, so I left. Well, I got halfway home, and the guys from the Audi dealership, because that's where I ended up getting it from the Audi dealership, called me back and was like, "Look, are you still willing to give us that?" I was like, I'm gonna need a discount. So they didn't want to give me a discount. So what I did was I got some new tires and my entire car serviced. And I paid for it right there with the check from the bank, $13,000. And yeah. So I'm glad I got to talk to y'all. Y'all are the best people ever. First of all, y'all staying on the live stream for 2 hours with me. I cannot believe this. Thank y'all. I didn't even know people like me like that to sit down and listen to what I was saying. I'm sorry if I traumatized y'all at any point today with some of my stories, and I guarantee you that, Lord, if I gave you any more stories, you probably wouldn't believe it anyway. Got it. Wonderful. Sorry. I don't wear weave no more, either. Black Ear Podcast. My husband won't let me wear hair weave no more, so I got dreadlocks. He got real long dreadlocks. He looked like Black Jesus. Look like a light skinned dude. All right, I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for listening to my traumatic ass story. But I gotta go clean up. I really just gotta wash dishes and fold these clothes up right quick. I might go live probably about 7. But I have to get my house and stuff together and make sure that my son. Am I on Facebook? Absolutely, I am on Facebook. My actual YouTube page doesn't have a Facebook, but I do have a personal Facebook. If you want it, I'll give it to you. I don't have no problems with that. But I don't post on there a lot. I don't post on there a lot because I just get on there to be nosy. I had a situation happen with my family members. Actually, we're gonna talk about this. Let me give y'all a kind of little preview of what we are going to be talking about this afternoon, because I got to get this off my chest. It's been long enough. So 4 years ago, we had a dispute in our family. The dispute led to one cousin calling the Department of Social Services on the other cousin to get their children removed from their home. In all, there was 6 of us involved. I was the only person whose child didn't get removed from the household. I was the only one. All the rest of them, their kids got taken away. And one of my cousins, I actually got custody of her 3 kids because they always said they never liked us because we was always too close. We was always cliquey. And I never understood that. We just, our moms were closer. So, and for a time, they lived with us when we was little. So we just were always closer. It had always been that way. Well, anyway, all six of us had DSS cases. I was the only one who's got dismissed from the beginning. I took my drug test. I passed my drug test. My child took a drug test. He passed his drug test. And then my cousin, the 3 kids that I got custody of, they took drug tests. They passed drug tests, whatever. But to this day, y'all, and I don't mean second, third cousins. I mean my dad's sister kids. And I can remember my dad called me saying that, I don't know what's wrong with your cousin. They talk about they're going to come shoot up your house. And I'm just thinking like, what? What? So, on God, my first cousin, my dad's sister's daughter, called my dad and told my dad that they were getting ready to come and shoot my house up. I never seen my daddy so irate in my life. It was the crazy. Y'all. And then I don't even want to talk about the brawl that happened at the church at the Christmas play that ended up, people got charged with inciting a riot and had to pay for the church to get fixed because they messed up some stuff at the church. So I definitely have traumatizing stories for y'all, but this happened in my adult life. And it was the first time that I ever realized, like my mom used to always tell me, your family is not, just because somebody is blood doesn't mean they're family. Your family is, who you choose, who is loyal to you. That's the first time I ever really heard, ever really understood what my mama meant by that. And even looking back at it, family reunions are not the same. Somebody gets married, it's a whole side of the family that's not there. Thanksgiving dinner, we don't go. It's really terrible. Birthday parties, no, none of that. Even to the point where our kids go to school with each other and they forbid their kids to talk to our kids. So I've been through a lot of hurtful stuff, and hurt people. I try not to hurt people, but that's why, because that right there was just the worst thing that I could ever go through. I hope I don't break down and start crying, but y'all know I don't care. But it really just brings back a flood of emotions, because it's just like, you are my cousin, like my first cousin. Like, bitch, we took baths together. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you called this SOB to get them to take my kids, and now you mad because you ain't got your kids. But I got my kid and so-and-so's kids too. And funny thing is, because the family was at war with each other, certain family members would not take the other family members' children into their home. That was some sad shit to see my family really just break apart and split, just one side over here, one side over there. And we went through that for probably about a year. And that happened in 2016. And to this day, I see my cousins out in public and we don't speak to each other. We don't even acknowledge each other. The only time we will acknowledge each other is if we're at a family gathering and my father is there, because my father is real particular. And he will use can't have access to the funds and can't do this, can't go here, can't do that, or I'm not going to pay for because he realizes that he is the patriarch of the family. Everybody moves through him. Nothing goes down unless my dad approves of it. And so nobody gets married because Uncle Bobo got to pay for the wedding, and nobody dies without Uncle Bobo paying for the funeral, and nobody has a baby without Uncle Bobo paying for the car seat or the what do you call those things, baby showers, and nothing goes down without Uncle Bobo, and that's my daddy. And so he employs half of the men in our family too. So a lot of them will speak to me, but they won't hold conversations with me because they know that they might not have a job next week if they don't speak to me. And if they are caught treating my child some type of way, they'll be fired on the spot, and they ain't even at work. So my dad controls a lot of people with his coins. The one thing that I can one up them on is I got I'm married. I got a husband. I work. I've always worked several jobs, and so I don't let my daddy control me with his money. If he's gonna give me something, he's gonna give it to me. If he not. I don't let nobody control me with financially, except for my husband, and that's because that's what he's supposed to do. But I just think it's really sad that the only reason why my family speak to me is so that they won't be cut off from. It's just sad, y'all. I've been through a whole lot now that I'm sitting here thinking about it. Oh, and please don't get me started. Listen, I'm going to say this and then I got to go. I know Umar is on dope, and I'm going to tell y'all how I know that Umar is on drugs. Y'all remember I told y'all that my daddy went to jail for drug trafficking. So my mom used to be on drugs. And at first I didn't know. Actually, I found out in middle school when me and this little girl got into a fight, and she, was saying that your mama was over my mama's house smoking crack. I was like, bitch, I'm gonna whoop your ass. And I whooped her ass. And then I went home and I found out it was fucking true. Look at me. I wish I could tap in about my family beef. Listen, I don't even want to talk about the current family beef. I'm gonna tell y'all about the past family beef, because the current family beef, whoo! Y'all don't want them problems. I'm telling you. I don't even understand how I'm still halfway here because it's just be a lot going on in my family. Like, these motherfuckers crazy. But everybody got beef in their family, y'all. You know, don't feel bad. When you have trifling stuff going on in your family, don't feel bad. You know, it's fine. It happens. You know, my cousin got a baby with my other cousin. It's fine. You know, I ain't never been caught up in no stuff like that, but she could tap in. If you're going through things with your family, honey, just pray on it, meditate on it. I done got there. 2020 done helped me a lot with dealing with the trauma, and honestly, the only way that I can get rid of like the nagging thoughts is to just talk about it. But you know, we've been quarantining because I don't want to get sick. I don't want to catch corona. I don't want nobody to give me corona. And my husband, he works out in the field, and so he's like coming in contact with people every day, and I'm at the courthouse with Lysol with my mask and gloves on. Like, bitch, if you don't back up, it could be 50 feet. I know I got to get the swab, back up. But it's a lot that people go through with their family that they don't ever want to speak on. And I just say, if you see somebody acting crazy down in the comment section, it's probably one of my dusty ass cousins. Fuck them bitches individually and together with a sick dick. Okay, because I just could never understand how, you know how your family members will hate on you because they feel like you're doing better than them or you had it better than them or whatever. And my cousin had to say something to me. What, baby? Boy, you done lost your mind if you really think I'm about to get up and bring you, boy. Absolutely not. Well, I guess you're not gonna have it. Y'all see how lazy my child is? My child is lazy as fuck. First of all, he's 6 and he is spoiled rotten. But I remember telling my cousin, like, when we were little, my granddad would always buy my aunt kids a bunch of stuff for Christmas, and we would only get one gift. And I never really knew why, right? And I held this grudge. Even I remember like the day of his funeral, I was even mad that her kids' names went before our names in the obituary. Like, a bitch was salty about that shit, y'all. I was really salty about that shit. I was really upset that my auntie and her kids' names went before me, my dad, and my siblings. But my dad got more kids than his sister do. That's what they told us at the time. Well, me and my cousin was talking about, I was telling her they always got everything for Christmas and we only got one gift. And so my cousin, and it's all about perspective. This is why I say, if anybody think I'm wrong, I want you to tell me. Like, if you can explain it to me in a way that I can understand that I'm wrong, I will accept that shit. But if you can't break it down and explain it to me, I'm not accepting it. But basically how my cousin broke it down to me was the reason why they got more stuff from your papa than y'all did was because their mom needed help. Their mom didn't have the money to get them all the stuff that y'all was getting. So your granddaddy tried to make up for it because he didn't want to make it look like they didn't get a lot of stuff for Christmas either. And so he didn't really have to worry about y'all that much. So he only bought y'all a couple gifts, but he, basically bought their whole Christmas. And I never thought about y'all. I'm telling you, from the time I was little, I held a grudge against these bitches over Christmas presents. But once she broke it down to me, like, did you ever think that their mama didn't have the money to be able to afford all this stuff? And that's why your granddaddy had to do so much more for them. But I didn't. It didn't occur to me. So just perspective, just having somebody else there who is not afraid to say, well, did you think about this way? Or what about this? And now, and you a kid. So really, I equated it that my granddaddy loved those kids more than he loved us because he got them more stuff. When in reality, their mama ain't had no fucking money. Okay. So I thank y'all for participating in the live stream, but I have to go. But we will talk about that whole DSS fiasco later. Probably about, if it's not 7, it'll be 8. I don't even know. This is my first time live streaming. I wasn't even sure if it was going to work. I'm not sure if it's going to save. But I thank you all humbly for coming and spending time with me and listening to my story. I don't care if you screen record this and show this in the video, because my truth is my truth. You know, just be respectable, you know, when referring to me. Please don't call me out my name. But I don't have no problem with nobody using this video to, you know what I'm saying, analyze. If y'all want to break it down and analyze like y'all do everything else, that's fine with me. Y'all be in my comment section, good, bad, don't matter. You know, I try to respond, but I can't respond to everybody. But I do thank you for the support. And I don't even know how to end this thing, y'all. Shoot. How do you end it? All right, y'all. Stay doing your thing. And I am. And thank you so much. And we're going to connect. Me and you, Black Ear Podcast. Okay. We can help each other. Okay. Ain't nothing like helping each other. Okay. Because I got some people who've been asking me questions about some stuff that I really don't know the answer to. And everybody else who I've asked, they don't know the answer. So maybe you know the answer. So I'm going to hit you up. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'll be back later on tonight. Stay blessed and stay dangerous.